I like NIGMA's draft a lot. Like, even though OG's draft looks very smart, very finesse, you know, like, I don't know if they can withstand the overrunning power.
Something interesting with Misha and Taiga, they go all the way the opposite way around. So they're kind of, OG's also kind of finding their way. Maybe it's like, oh, well, you know, NIGMA, they didn't get what they wanted. They come back towards their side of the map, and we just catch them, which is kind of what they've done here with Mind Control. See if they can get this kill in the Darkseer with BZM nearby with an Aether Remnant. As long as he lands that, it's first blood secured, and that's exactly what it is. So
now there's going to be a lot of pressure going OG's way for a little bit until the Leshrac gets level 6, and then it's just going to start being relieved. Laundry though, he's having like a perfect game.
40-20, I was going to mention it, but it feels like we were talking around the map. They're still putting the pressure on Miracle. He's got to be a little bit careful with Amar just committing to this one, the rolling death, and again, Taiga trying to follow it up, trying to find something. Instead, they'll focus their attention onto GH with BZM coming over from the side, so he gets Miracle. KuroKy comes in with an Impale. It'll end up being a 1-for-1 trade, but do they get anything more out of this one? GH under the tower, but that's not home base. That's not safe. So BZM, he'll get the double kill, and they take out GH.
I mean, to be fair, I feel like Sumail should have been bottom, countering the gank from the Void Spirit. He just had no TP, so maybe we missed that part where he had to waste his TP, and maybe OG had that info. This is the coil. He might actually die here. It's going to be really close.
Yeah, the stun follow-up and the illusory orb. They do finally get a kill onto Amar, so that's exactly what they wanted with that follow-up. But while that's going on, there's a wall up top, and Misha gets the kill into Mind Control. Back over bottom, they're looking over. Miracle, he's sitting a little bit low, but he is tethered up. BZM, we'll see if he can get anything out of it, or if he gets played with the help of Sumail. They've got the silence with the waning rift, and the damage for the Astral Step. One more right-click. Sumail wants a high 5, but instead, they'll just give him another 1+ on that death score.
Even Misha rotated here too, so you know OG is trying to this is like the pressure building up on the bottom lane, and both teams are kind of looking at it, and rightly so. So I like that the OG supports are trying to stop that.
Now the Hex, but the relocate out. Easy does it. Miracle and GH do escape.
Pretty early relocate. You know, Sumail is looking at it. He has a coil. He's going to check the run before. He might be in trouble here.
Dream Coil comes out into BZM, and let's see if he can get out of this one when the Dream Coil finishes. But he never gets that chance. So Sumail with another kill. He's on a killing spree.
Plus an Arcane Rune for him top. So, you know, Sumail is starting to pop off here. Yeah. Something to watch out for.
Very timid in the first 5-6 minutes or so, but Sumail found that opportunity, and he's rolled with it. They're starting to snowball, which could be dangerous for OG. They bring over Yuragi, and maybe looking to get Miracle with the help of Taiga.
Yeah, he might die. He's gonna die here.
Hex, Earth Spike should follow it up, and that's an easy kill. Miracle kind of in his own area of the map at the moment, and that's what gets him caught. He's on the side of the OG as Sumail gets another one. He's now dominating, taking out Misha.
And this is like the mark of the most experienced players that are gonna, you know, like kind of favor pressure over greediness, which at this level is definitely the way to go. MC here, he might die, or yeah, too much damage in this bug.
Yeah, they're going up towards top. They want to get this kill on the Mind Control while Misha goes down. So Sumail with another one. Then Taiga falls to Miracle. So you've got the relocate that was over there towards top to get that follow-up. It just feels like you can keep it that much closer, right? Like you're not giving anything away for this. Like it's free info.
Yeah, and this is probably one of the big core specs. Yep, the big bug already.
BZM maybe in a little bit of trouble. They've got themselves the Yules, but there's the follow-up stun coming out from KuroKy. So Sumail will get yet another kill, and he's unstoppable. BZM, he's middle of the pack right now, but
even though the game is not that one-sided, but it's just NIGMA's decision-making on how well, like where they position themselves on the map. They put so much pressure on their opponent.
We'll step away. And not going to jaunt over, but they're still sending Miracle forward. Feared up on the run. Chakram hitting on a KuroKy. Pulls him into the air, and they've got themselves the Aether Remnant. They've dropped down the Dream Coil. The stun comes through. That's going to land into Amar, but they've got the finger to get the kill on a KuroKy, so they'll at least get themselves one on the side of OG. They stun up Miracle, and look at the damage just come out onto this Leshrac. Sumail's not going to be next yet. It's actually Taiga. He tries to leap, but the Aether Remnant's down, and so is the wall, but the wall is not something that OG are running into at this moment. They take out 3 on the side of NIGMA.
Amazing fighting position for OG here. That was super clutch, and then they get the free on the Wisp. I mean, they could even go Roche here. This is pretty clutch. Now it's a big moment for OG. You contest it. It's quite risky. You don't have the laundry ulti. It looks like they're gonna let it go. I think it's the right call, but it cost them a lot. This feels bad.
Let's see, just into the hands of Miracle now. And potentially, like you were saying, some aggression from NIGMA if they can get this. They've got the Dream Coil, there's the Vacuum. It's only Misha so far. The Astral Step, they've got the Taunt. It's onto the Leshrac. They're going to look to take this Aegis out, but with that tether, with that heal, he survives. KuroKy hit by the Chakram for a second, feared up once again, and just that burst of damage coming out from OG once again. It's, wow. Runs into the Aether Remnant. Now they catch BZM, but the damage is just not enough yet. Here's an Earth Spike out of the Leshrac, but they still have GH. He's surviving for now. The Chakram's there. It pops the Aegis. They've dropped on the wall. Amar timber chaining across, gets the kill on a GH. So now you no longer have the tether option. They've got the silence onto Misha. Misha trying to survive, and Sumail ends up dead. Amar doing so much damage in this fight, especially with the help of Taiga. These Earth Spikes have been on the money, and they're still looking to get a kill here onto this Darkseer. Mind Control will run, but Amar can timber chain and chase.
That's kind of the problem. He's gonna get him to so much damage. That's the Kaya Sand, you know, coming in clutch for you. Belam on the level 15 plus the Kaya Sand.
Mid. But they have Miracle here. They've got 3 heroes, and the Bear looking to do the damage, and he's gone.
Holy man, that damage.
Whoa.
It is so much damage between the Basher, Mom, and the Deso.
So Miracle is able to fall back, and he's also got reinforcements if they want to just maybe clear up some vision and go. But by doing so, it does show that they're all there under that ward. So OG, they're not letting this opportunity go. They want to take it to NIGMA. That's exactly what they're going to do by getting this kill on a KuroKy, and the rest of the team will fall back towards the tier 2 and into the trees.
It's a really hard move to predict right now. You know, usually most teams will kind of take a defensive position after losing a hero and giving up the ground.
He's getting just the Lion. Would that be worth it? If they can get Yuragi, this would be worth it.
He has no ulti.
Got the Dream Coil. They're not following this up just yet, but there's the BKB as well as the Vacuum in the wall. That's coming through, but here comes Amar. Amar trying to make something happen. They will go over to Sumail. He's going to go into the phase ship as well as the Illusory Orb back towards Yuragi, but BZM's trying to stay on the tail of this puck. The damage just not enough to get the kill on Yuragi just yet. They get the kill on a Miracle to take on Mind Control, and Sumail falls too. 3 heroes gone. GH trying to TP, but there's the impetus last shot. 4 heroes out of the side of NIGMA. They took that fight, and they paid for it deeply. Not exactly too far out of the woods just yet. It's a 4K lead, still pretty close, but NIGMA have kind of missed that timing that they initially wanted, and now they've kind of got to get to the next one, right? And they're going to try and do so, but with the fight up top, they may not have the chance. Sumail, he's hexed up. BZM comes in. Astro set the damage on it. It's Sumail, and he just can't survive. Here they go with the finger on a Miracle, and they'll wipe the floor with the Leshrac too. They want to go and get everybody. They look towards GH. They look towards KuroKy with the BKB pop by Mind Control. They've got the Banshee, so they keep Mind Control close. And GH, well, Amar's going to keep him even closer and get the kill and take out Mind Control. It is just, when it rains, it pours, because it is pouring bodies as they hit the floor for NIGMA.
They do have tools to play the map. You know, they can like try to shove the waves, the side lanes, play it with the relocate and the threat of Nyx. I was gonna say they have a pretty good high ground defense, which I mean they do. And the Darkseer is always crazy high ground defense. Having the Leshrac stun plus the Darkseer, try to delay the high ground push as much as they can. And you know, OG, they've had enough. They want to end the game.
Going into the true form and looking to go, and there you found the Aether Remnant on a Miracle. They're going to try and make the jump. They've got the silence onto a bunch with the Vacuum as well as the wall. Normal punch hits on a Taiga, but it's not going to be enough as the Aeon just pops. And then finally, after it goes away, they get the kill to the line, so they'll take him out of the fight. The Hex is gone. They'll look over at Amar. Amar taking a lot of damage. Silence up, stunned up, killed off. Down he goes. Miracle's got himself a double kill. Now looking over the Aegis on BZM. They have the follow-up stun. Can they go for the rest after this? A stun over a stun, of course. They've got the lockdown. They get BZM. They'll look for more. Yuragi looking to TP out. Misha not so fortunate, at least not yet. He'll try to TP, and the stun from Miracle not in time. But that is a successful high ground defense. And you're going to have to hope that maybe NIGMA, when they get those items, find themselves a little bit too far from base and kill them.
Could be right now. Could be right now. You know, OG smoking. They seem to know where NIGMA's standing. Nothing set up already. Might be a big jump.
They're going to try and go. They've got the Astral Step as well as the Silence coming in thanks to the Ags of this Void Spirit. Jumping and going for GH. That's where the focus is. And immediately, without that IO, you need to try and run. But Miracle gets hit by the stun. Ooh, a big Vacuum wall coming through. They did get the kill on a Miracle, but is the damage there for NIGMA to try and salvage this? They've already lost 3 heroes. They're going to go for more. They'll look and find Sumail, but he goes to the phase shift, still surviving. The stun hits on a Taiga. They finally get a kill here onto the Lion. Aether Remnant doesn't land. Miracle thinking, Are they going to keep coming? And they'll back off into the wall. But Miracle, he's going in. He wants to fight. So does this bear, though. The stun comes out of the lone druid. Miracle's just dead. He just bought back 105 seconds on the sidelines. They do get themselves the Darkseer by control as well, but he's got buyback, and that's going to be used immediately. They put his shots through KuroKy. He's dying. He's gone. No buyback as well. GH back into the fight, but just as quickly as you got back, you're gone again. They did exactly what we just talked about. They found themselves too far out of the base. A high ground defense that looks so successful. Well, why leave it?
This bear's damage, I can't believe it's doing so much damage. I mean, I understand he's fat, but this is like, it's too much. He's just cutting through the Leshrac in 1 second. It's a Leshrac feather that has Shivas also.
Miracle did jump right onto the bear that second time too, and you just see how strong it can be. They're going to try and defend here, but I mean, Taiga's finger power is at 7, so he's just doing so much damage. They get another kill into mind control, and this is looking like it's going to be all they wrote for NIGMA in this first game. OG, they just got to wait for this glyph to go. They'll go after the throne, and that is it. It is OG taking game 1. It looked like it slipped away for a second, but hey, you know, why not make it close for just a moment? Give NIGMA some hope so they leave the base. It was all planned.
I like both drafts a lot. I think well-rounded draft, a lot of damage, a lot of scaling. I think very solid and stable. NIGMA, it's crazy.
BZM forced to stay maybe a little bit more passive, but you could see like Miracle's kind of sitting in a very high in the lane as well. They're trying to keep the creep equilibrium there.
Yeah, Pudge needs a little bit of time before he becomes this like beast on the lane that you can't really pressure. He needs levels in the rod.
Ooh, that hook hits. They're looking for it with the rod. Do they have the damage? The Arctic Burn, and there's the Sunstrike.
He tried to kill Misha.
Okay, it was on Misha. He tried to give him some help, throw some fire onto him, but well, now you've lost Miracle and you trade Amar.
This might be a double kill. Misha doesn't have the winner on that actually. He's gonna die here. Maybe he wants to die, you know? He has no regen, no HP.
There's no mana. Like,
I think he should even die, honestly. Like he's
does GH know this? Not kill him?
He's gonna, yeah, I think he should. I mean, I wonder. He's gonna... he's thinking about it. But honestly, it's a hard call, because if you leave him like that, he has to walk back to base or wait for the courier. It's much longer than this.
Doesn't exactly feel like that here with what they've got. It's not like a level 6 heavy lineup at the moment. But
it's just like the next Prophet. It's just a nice combination, right? Because Prophet's gonna push out the lanes, and it's gonna give Nyx off the mark very close. It came after the stun, unfortunately. He might even die here. He has nothing to get out of Sprout.
Yeah, he's very far forward, and I believe KuroKy should be setting up if he needs an impale, but Mind Control's got the damage anyway, so going a little bit too far forward, maybe expecting the Sunstrike to be on the mark, but it was a little bit off and ends up paying for it with his life.
I mean, the Sunstrike right now is...
Luna down bottom, Yuragi's just dead.
Yep.
KuroKy landed the impale, and you're not safe in your own trees there, apparently.
Also, you know, Sumail can take much more aggressive position, or whoever really decides to play the mid wave. It's gonna be scary. The supports of OG, they have to start looking at this Invoker. You know, you already see the pressure on him. And the problem is that OG supports are not the best at kind of relieving pressure, right? Enigma's kind of greedy himself, so is Wind Ranger. So there's not much OG can do right now.
They're miss on the Sunstrike, but GH survives for now. A good shackle from Misha, but where's the follow-up? Impale comes in, KuroKy in trouble. They've got themselves at least one. They are kind of funneling into the steps, but it doesn't really matter. There's no black hole. It's still just level 5 for the Enigma.
In an even situation in terms of numbers, Enigma, you are gonna feed. You're too strong right now. They're way too strong.
Got a lot of power going their way, especially with just how much more net worth there is on that Razor. Amar, he might be in too far. Same with Misha. They've got this Nature's Prophet coming over. They'll land the Sprout onto Misha, wrapping it around. Miracle taking some damage. He's hit by the Aether Remnant, but here comes Sumail. Like, he's not scared to run in. Not a lot of mana left, but he still has that ult rolling. Gotta be careful about this black hole, but, well, without BZM, without this Windrunner, I think NIGMA are just ready to go anyway.
It's good to go for the Nyx if you can surprise him with a stun, get a quick kill and get out, but right away Enigma's gonna react. They're gonna react quickly, and you need to disengage as soon as possible. If they bring the numbers, you have to respect it, and you have to give them the ground.
Hook lands, dismembers there, the follow-up impale. They have the damage to get the kill. Misha gone again. He just came back, and
it's mainly related to the build. I mean, he's just too tanky.
The more and more he gets that fleshy, we were talking about how much damage it blocks when we were having that conversation with the Vanguard and that interaction.
They're trying to Sunstrike,
and there's a good kill.
Okay, proven wrong. I mean, he was sitting on 500 HP. That might be a second kill. No Vendetta, Carapace is up.
just trying. Kuroki could see he's trying to find a way out. But, well, he's circled in, or really triangled in. It was 3 heroes. If you look over at Mind Control, like, it's Maelstrom, Shard. I think he had Mjolnir queued up, but now he's going against that. Maybe he's listening. But he's going for the BKB. There's the hook. Dismember through onto Amar, and that's another one there for Miracle.
So they can't really take objectives. Pudge and Razor are really bad cores at doing so, but then you get the Shard and Prophet, and now everything changes. Now you kind of have to fight them because your towers are dying.
Is this 7k lead deceiving in any way? Like, are OG still in the fray? As well, Sumail popped that ult earlier. He runs down BZM. Maybe it's really not that telling. Maybe it feels like more because they ripped apart BZM as well as Misha. Amar just gets away.
They don't want to give them any camps for free. And they're going to keep the pressure up. And it's one of the best teams in the world at doing so. So it's really up to the OG cores to try to navigate through the pressure, right?
Got greedy with the Vendetta as well as the Impale.
It's a nice try.
It's usually just one or the other, and then they try to go for the hook, but it ends up hitting on the Nyx Assassin. They've got the Aether, and they'll drop down the Eclipse. They go to the Spike Carapace.
So
that's a mistake here, because Yuragi, you're taking a lot of damage. In comes Mind Control. He's over with the Wrath of Nature being used. The Black Hole comes down. They get the kill to Kuroki, but is it going to be enough to get anything more than that? Yuragi goes down. They'll lose the Luna. Static Link. Sumail's in. He seems like the scariest guy on the map at the moment as BZM falls. Double kill for Sumail. Amar's going to be next on the menu. One more strike. Sumail with the triple kill, and 4 heroes are dead on the side of OG. All they lose is that Nyx Assassin, and it gets even tougher for OG.
Yeah, this time around did not work out. NIGMA really quick at reacting and at punishing. Honestly, it's and you can see the build right now. The blink comes on Razor. They want to be able to connect to each other like as fast as possible, so that OG gets punished.
Looking over at Misha, they also land the hook. They've got the Winter's Curse. This sets up multiple kills for them. Looking like it's not only going to be Amar, but it will be Misha. 2 more for the side of NIGMA. 17-5. Very one-sided as...
No leash talent yet on Prophet. Nothing he can do, unfortunately. And I mean, NIGMA, they have these really deep wards, right? They have the ward like on the mid lane that we see here. They have a ward in OG's base. So they have perfect info on how OG is trying to kind of navigate through the lanes, right? And try to dodge NIGMA's aggression. Nice Shackle. He might live. There's going to be a hook coming in 2 seconds. Can he hit it? Probably can. He can't. But he's going to die.
Still going to die anyway. Yeah, Plasma Field comes out, and Taika blinking in. They go to the Eclipse right away with the BKB being popped here by Sumail.
Okay.
Maybe not the move they were looking for, because that gives up Amar, and the rest of the team just backed away.
Of course, the BKB Luna, you know, was ready, but how much to do? Really, we just have no damage to fight into NIGMA. They're so beefy.
Those timings miss.
Yeah, it's I mean, they're playing too far behind now. They just need to tank it.
ZM dying again. Sumail's got yet another kill. It feels like they're just feeding away kill after kill. They'll go into the high ground for this tier 3. Black Hole's back up, but you now need to kind of wait for this BKB for the Luna, so it's really a difficult timing. It did line up for a moment. If they didn't use the BKB on the Luna, they get the kill to Kuroki. That's damage from Amar, and maybe something that can help them defend this high ground. There's a lot of treants just wailing away at the racks, so it does make it a little bit difficult.
Yeah, the only hero that could try to do something about it is Amar, but I mean, it is so scary, right? They have 0 vision around the area.
For sure, and I wonder if NIGMA are going to try and do what OG did to them in the last game. Get them to come out of the base, make them feel safe for a second, then make the jump. Shackle lands, there's the Eclipse. They've got the damage to get the kill here on a Mind Control. That's a streak going the way of Yuragi.
Yep.
A lot of gold into his hands, so...
They need the Aegis for him to kind of frontline with his body so that the treants can also keep pushing. And I mean, usually these sequences feel quite bad for a team that pushes so inefficiently, but since the entire OG squad is stuck in the base, BZM.
They're gonna go for BZM. He's trying to survive. That hook is on the money. They don't have buyback available on the Invoker. Amar now on the run. He only has about 30% of his health left. Shackle doesn't connect again. He's got 1:30 left on that Aegis, and well, the lifespan on these racks are expired, and it looks like they're both gonna drop. Thinking about potentially moving forward with the smoke. I'm not sure. It looked like NIGMA caught a glimpse of it very quickly. Amar's in. He's looking, but there's the ulti coming in. The Dismember's there, but not enough damage yet to kill off Amar. They're still trying to chase, and they've got Miracle going forward with the blink as well as the hook. They'll take it Amar and get the kill there, and he's also got no buyback.
He's just waiting for Black Hole, and he's gonna hold the curse until Black Hole happens. And I mean, without Invoker, there's no such thing as defending base. They just lack damage. So now that Invoker is up, they smoke up. They're gonna try to go for the base defense. They need a shackled shot, something clutch, you know.
Trying to go around the bend and get themselves GH, but unfortunately Misha now caught. Static Link gets there, Black Hole comes out, immediately stopped. They'll try to follow it up with the Cataclysm, but it's not going to do any damage. It doesn't land. OG on their last legs. As Yuragi trying to run, and they'll just call GG. This game is over, and the series is split. NIGMA, they force OG to bend to their will in this one, and I mean, this is a series, two teams top of the group that I think at the end of the day, both teams could be happy about. They both showed their strengths, and